All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It's Dave. It is the Real Music Observer observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Uh, First order of business, I could really use your help still over on Patreon. We've got 21,000 subscribers and counting, something like that. I don't know how many people, I know it's like under 100 patrons over there, and you can communicate, you can send messages, we can actually have a friendly dialogue. It's pretty much troll free over there, although I have been trolled over there. But in any event, if you can help $1 a month, I mean that's pretty low. Support varies over there from month to month, and weird things happen. And a weird thing did happen over on Patreon. So support level has changed a bit. So if you can help out, that would really be appreciated. Okay, we're going to talk again Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks and her acceptance speech. And some Fleetwood Mac fans are keying in on one phrase during her very long and very rambling acceptance speech, where she said, "My band is still going strong," or something to that effect. And her band isn't as strong anymore because of the guy she got fired, and that would be Lindsey Buckingham. She sat around in a little group interview where she said, "I'm not the boss. I'm not the boss," but yet she gave an ultimatum, and the band basically followed her wishes, and it was either her or him, and they decided to stay with her. Now, in other videos, I have mentioned that, sure, from a business standpoint, keeping her was likely the right business move. She's had a more prolific solo career when it comes to chart success and people being aware of her music. She's, had an impact as far as image and persona. She established a whole shtick, her onstage twirling and witch-like looks and so forth, dressing up to be kind of the mystical, magical goddess, and it's worked to her advantage. So she's done a good job at marketing herself, and so she was obviously positioned in the right way in order to basically make demands and have those demands met. It's a shame that two human beings couldn't come to kind of, just an agreement based on mutual love for the music that they created together and for respect of each other. But apparently, she doesn't really value Lindsey Buckingham, and therefore, even if you don't get along with the guy, it's clear that his impact was very important to not only Fleetwood Mac, but to Stevie Nicks and her solo career. Because there would be no solo career without the career she got with Fleetwood Mac. They were a package deal. I've mentioned this in other videos. People are well aware that they joined the band together, and Lindsay insisted on Stevie coming along with him. That's an inconvenient fact for all of the Stevie Nicks supporters who think she's the only woman in history who'll ever be inducted into the Hall of Fame twice. I don't believe that's true. My friend Ben pointed out to me, who's also a patron over on Patreon, said, "Hey, what about Cher and Tina Turner? Very good candidates to be inducted a second time. Tina Turner, to me, is a no-brainer. Cher, her impact, because her career had such longevity, although somewhat intermittent, but still, she had a monster hit at the beginning of the millennium with Believe. So you've got to think that maybe Cher could be inducted a second time. Sad thing about that song, it was one of the first tunes that ever used voice correction and all that space alien technology that is now the norm in many pop songs today. But hey, it's groundbreaking. In any event, Cher would be a good candidate, and so would Tina Turner. So yeah, I get it. My band, strong, still going strong. Some would say maybe not going so strong. Maybe the band is just going through the motions. But this whole thing sets Fleetwood Mac up. Honestly, when a band comes off of a Hall of Fame induction, or a member of that band, they tend to sell a lot more tickets. This is just a great boon for Fleetwood Mac and for Stevie Nicks. So if those tickets were kind of not selling so well, everything's been set up. You've got Live Nation. You got Irving Azoff in attendance at the Hall of Fame, who gets a shout out. I mean, come on, people. I don't want to say the fix is in, but this is just good kind of, what do they call that? Crony capitalism. That's what this is. It's crony capitalism, and it's really well done. So give the powers that control everything credit, because they orchestrated this very nicely. And I'm still not sure that the band is hers and it's stronger than ever. But there is a good indication that, when she said goodbye to Lindsey Buckingham, the band became hers. And even not Mick Fleetwood's. I'd say it's Stevie's band. And kudos to her for getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But man, you certainly stepped over a body to get there. And it's tragic that only a passing mention of just his name during a little anecdote was in your induction speech. Some fans aren't happy, and I empathize with those fans. All right, done with this video. Again, if you can support me on Patreon, I'm just looking for $1. It's a new month. Your contribution doesn't go in till the end, so you've got all of April to save up that $1 for me. All right, see you soon.